Yes, Halloween, one of the you know, popular celebration people do on October 31st. So, why not we do a little fun with it, shall we? So, we'll be doing a little scary spooky episode, or what if we ought to call it. I shall call it What If Creepypasta Characters Exist in Dragon Ball. Now, if you know what the creepypasta is, which most of you should know by now, since creepypasta has been well known for a really long time, probably more before I was born, but who knows? But I don't. But yeah, we'll be using creepypasta characters, but before we start this what if, there will be rules to make this story a little bit more interesting. So let's start with a few rules. I'm not gonna add like all the creepypasta because there's like millions of them. So I'll be using the ones that people are well known about, such as Slenderman, Sonic.exe, Tails Doll, Jeff the Killer, Zago, etc. And second of all, yeah, video games characters are gonna be there, but you may ask, what's the point of the video game characters if they're not gonna be a part of the real world? Well, there are a few creepypasta characters that could jump out of the screen and just kill you. For example, the Tails Doll. Yeah, I heard that he could jump out through the television screen and kill you with a knife. Or Sonic.exe just coming out through the TV and it's a plushie and he could somehow kill people. But yeah, those two will be added, but I'll be changing it a little different. They're not going to come out as dolls, just actual, animations, you could say. So yeah, it'd be interesting. And lastly, Slenderman will be there, but he won't be there until way later. Because if I add him now, he could just teleport behind Goku and snap his neck. Because, yeah, you may think Slenderman is weak, but if you actually look the information about him, they will tell you how much ability he has. Time travel, teleportation, tentacle arms, and yeah. I mean, Goku will easily beat him, in my opinion. But if we're talking about Kid Goku, like, when he first arrived on Earth, power level 10, Slenderman could probably kill him as a baby or as a child. But yeah, and lastly, the last rules for real. Some creepypasta characters could turn good, at least some. And again, not all. I'm not gonna add all the creepypasta characters, just some of them that are popular and the ones that I liked and somehow don't like, but it's funny to add them. So yeah. Anyway, now that out of the way, let us begin this what if. And a better way to start it off is by the beginning of Dragon Ball, where Goku arrives on Earth. So, that part, nothing really changes much there, except that some people are running away from a person named Jeff the Killer, and he has been going around killing people, which Goku will stop him. And this part will take place before King Piccolo was released and before Goku enters the tournament. So Goku and Jeff the Killer will fight it out to each other, and somehow Jeff the Killer is doing a pretty good job keeping up with Goku. However, Goku will power it up further and able to overpower Jeff. Jeff will escape, vowing to get his revenge against a child. He is completely embarrassed by some kid beat him up. So yeah, Goku spared him, but he will be back soon. And nothing will change apart. King Piccolo plays out the same. However, there is one person that did enter the tournament, but it won't make any difference. Who is it? Well, that being Jeff the Killer again, but he got beaten by Piccolo. So yeah, nothing plays out the same. Everything plays out the same. Another threat will appear after Raditz battle. So Krillin gets the news that people are suddenly disappearing and suddenly are committing suicide. They want to check it out to see what's the problem. Krillin's not a police or anything yet. He's just a normal human, but he is curious of why people are committing suicide all of a sudden. Sadly, they cannot use the Dragon Balls to find out. So he went to Kami, which Kami explains that it has this stuff to do with the computers and a virus. Since people are looking at computers and then suddenly want to kill themselves. Even Dr. Brief almost killed himself at one point, which he described being a dog creature in the computer. Feels something like it has to do something with the photo of it. And they keep saying to spread the word. And they say that it's not work of a human since there's no way a human photo will make people commit suicide. It has to be something to do with magic and stuff. Kami is able to contact Kinyama or able to teleport there and explains the situation, which Kinyama will search deep into it. And it turns out that one of his people accidentally sent a photo to the outer world, causing people to kill themselves, which is supposed to be meant for people for torturing. So yeah, they're able to resolve it, get rid of all the photos around the world, and that ends the Smiley Dog saga. Even though it was nothing much about fighting, just trying to solve the mystery, which is pretty a little on character of Dragon Ball, but whatever. Vegeta and Nappa battle will play as the same, nothing changes. At one point, Jeff the Killer tries to jump in, but he gets bodied. But he's lucky he survived, because he has durability, his own, so he's able to survive, which is good for them. Then, Dynamic Saga will play as the same. However, another threat will come on Earth, but this time it's undefended. So, one night, when Goku and everyone else travel back to Earth, there is that they sense lots of energy dropping quickly, like someone is killing people really quickly. They're able to fly around and to see that many people are mind control or some people are just killed with bloody, brutal deaths around them. With some of them are eye gouge out, some of them cut in half, and some with missing limbs. And when they see a huge spike of energy coming towards them really fast, and once it lands in front of them, it's Sonic.exe. Someone found a hack version Sonic game and decided to play it. However, much like the story, Sonic did come out from the game, but instead of being a plushie, it's an actual creature, and it's able to kill the kid and start causing a rampage. The person who's going to fight Sonic.exe is none other than Gohan, Krillin, Piccolo, and Vegeta. Now, how strong Sonic.exe is, we're going to lowball him in this what if and say that he's only around Frieza's third form. So, right now, everyone has to fight him. Yeah, he's not stronger than Frieza, but his powers are pretty much annoying and pretty much deadly. And he's pretty much trying to kill them right away, not wasting time, which they're all noticing. Piccolo and Vegeta are all the only ones who are able to deal damage to Sonic.exe. But Sonic.exe just laughs like this. He even tells him that there's no way he could beat him now. However, Piccolo and Vegeta have to work their differences aside and begin to tag team him together. Vegeta does not want to work with Manekium, and neither does Piccolo, but they both had to put their differences aside and work together as a team for the first time. Which Gohan would get a rage boost, landing good hits on the Hedgehog. Sonic.exe realized that they're getting powerful, so he decided that he's going to retreat for now. But he tells him to watch their back, because he'll be watching. And Sonic.exe laughs as he fades away. And pretty much, King Kong Frieza will fly into the city, or the wasteland, whatever. And that part will play the same, with Trunks killing them. However, instead of the androids aren't the only threats, Sonic.exe has also returned, which Trunks will talk about that, mention Sonic.exe, which Vegeta, Piccolo already know who he is, and which they're all betraying to get ready for not only the androids, but Sonic.exe too. So during these 3 years, Jeff the Killer would try to jump Goku, but he ended up getting bodied again. But this time he did make a partner, Jane the Killer. However, even with 2 of them together, there's still no match against the Saiyan. And at one point they even brought Nina the Killer, but again, 3 people with knives can do nothing to a Saiyan. But Goku is surprised at how strong they are getting so quickly. He is curious, and he lets them live because he knows that there are good people deep inside. He just needs to exploit that. So for now, he just spares the 3 of them, and the 3 that will keep trying to attack Goku every month, which does annoy Goku greatly, but he doesn't go to the point that he wants to kill them. He still believes they could change. So yeah, the Android Saga will play the same, with Sonic.exe will also arrive where Cell is about to jump in against Android 17. And we do have like a battle royale between Piccolo, Android 17, Cell, and Sonic.exe. Sonic.exe explains that he's been going off planet Earth and taking many souls, and he has become stronger too. Our cells also become stronger, but not only that, he also has Sonic.exe DNA. And here that got Sonic.exe pissed. So all four of them begin to attack each other, with 17 actually siding with Piccolo, being a 2v1v1. Even with these odds, Cell has Sonic.exe's DNA, and he's much stronger than Kennen, so he would easily smack Piccolo away. Then he would get rid of Sonic.exe by blasting him away, but not killing him. And lastly, he was able to absorb Android 17, becoming his semi-perfect form. Android 16 would attempt to fight him, but he's no match. Tien would step in, and he would distract Cell for Goku to take away Tien and Piccolo to the lookout. This time Sonic.exe comes to Goku, but instead of attacking him, he actually wanted a truce since they both have a common enemy. Goku doesn't trust him, but they agree for now. So right now, Sonic.exe won't attack him since they have a common enemy. But of course, Sonic.exe not gonna turn good. He's gonna plan on double crossing them once Cell is defeated. Besides, he does want to use the Hyperbolic Time Chamber since he's been watching them. He have eyes everywhere, as he said before. So just like that, after Vegeta and Trunks come out the time chamber, they begin to fight Cell. However, this time Cell's semi-form is actually equal to Super Vegeta, which the two will actually have a good fight, but Cell still needs his perfect form. He is confident, but he still trying to appeal Vegeta's side. Like, he's not desperate, but he still wanted his perfect form. So yeah, Cell will still become his perfect form, and he will beat up Vegeta even worse. Same with Trunks. And he will still announce the Cell Kings, because he still wanted to show fear to everyone in his eyes, and he shows that even more to his Sonic.exe side. Goku and Gohan will come out the time chamber, and Piccolo will come to the time chamber with Sonic.exe, and they both begin to train each other. Both of them actually coming pretty strong, and this time Sonic.exe actually learned about them, which means that he's actually softened up a bit, only a bit. So once they train more, Sonic.exe will have to train more by himself in the timetable with Piccolo, and the two of them actually get to know each other more. So that's be good to keep Sonic.exe's bloodlines chilled down a bit. Finally, the Cell Games begin, which Goku fight plays out the same. Gohan will also play out the same. Cell will sound some Cell Juniors, and they're powerful. However, Sonic.exe also much powerful as well. He show off more of his power and able to easily defeat the Cell Juniors. This catch Cell's attention. This hedgehog just easily defeated his Cell Juniors. He's more interested in fighting him instead of Gohan. Screw the kid. Cell just smacks Gohan away and begins to attack Sonic.exe. But for short, we're going to call Sonic.exe because calling that this entire word could be a mouthful for me. So Cell and X begin to fight each other, going blow after blow. However, due to X training and thanks to Piccolo's training with him, he actually learned a few techniques on his own. And right now, X begins to show off more of his power and actually overpowers Cell. Cell couldn't believe it. He refused to lose. He powers up 100%, but even with that, X was just toying around with Cell, until eventually he decides to finish him off. He powers up a mega beam towards him, completely vaporizing Cell out of existence. No regeneration. And just like that, the Cell Saga ended. However, X decided that he will spare Earth since he actually found use in this planet after all, and deserves a little life. However, as long as he's entertained, he'll keep everyone alive. So he just flies on his own. And during these 7 years, Goku will stay alive. Vegeta will get his fight with Goku whatever he wants, and Gohan goes to school. However, like I said before, all the killers fan base are wanting Goku dead, and just like that, Goku just became a target. But again, he just beats them around. At this point, he's just getting tired of this and decide that he's going to get them all arrested. So Krillin is able to get his job much earlier and able to arrest them. Yeah, they are powerful, but they're able to knock them out unconscious and just place them in jail. Meaning the end of Chapter Killer War is ended. X will actually become a good person. Well, not fully, but at least the part that he won't kill innocent people anymore. Just most likely torture the evil people, the bad people, the thieves, and the ones that deserve to be punished. To him, this world was just a plaything, and he actually kind of liked doing this. And not only that, but at least he got something else better to do than just killing people, just hanging out with Piccolo all the time. And the two will actually become good friends, which is kind of a weird mix-up friendship in a way, but it's a Halloween special. Who really cares if this makes sense or not? Until eventually we do get Ben drowned, but unfortunately, Krillin able to save Ben, so that means Ben won't possess the Ben drowned game. So yeah, bad luck for him. Sonic.exe were able to meet up with Tails' doll, since Tails also came on the screen, which, like X, he will try to appeal Tails' doll to see the world. It takes some time, but he's able to see the world, and they're both able to protect it at the same time and torture the people that deserve to be punished. Eventually, Fidel was still convinced Gohan to enter the tournament, which everyone goes there too. X decided to come along because why not? He wants to go with Piccolo. Not much changed in that place until we get to where Bobbity ship's at. This time Bobbity has an extra minion with him. He able to search around Earth, and it took him some time to find it, but eventually he's able to control this being. And once this being comes out, it's none other the Slender Man, or should I say Majin Slender Man. Majin Slender Man is able to see the Sea Fighters, and quickly, without any of the Sea Fighters' reaction, he teleport right in front of Kabito and completely snap his neck with his tentacles. And the Bora came out of nowhere, spitting Krillin and Piccolo. This enrages X, and he spin dashed towards the Bora, hitting him through his chest, killing the king instantly. This shocks Bobbity. He didn't expect this creature to be this powerful. However, Slenderman isn't too phased by this, and the two powerful deities begin to battle. Not deities, just creatures of nightmares both begin to battle between each other. Like epic battles using their powers, their magic, their abilities. And it's clear that Sonic.exe is actually able to hold his own against Slenderman. While they're fighting, Shane is a little worried that they might give off too much energy. And that is the case, because eventually Boo was awakened. And the first thing he'd do is attack the Sea Fighters. They try to hold their own, but eventually X is able to claim victory, which Slenderman is not being killed, but he's able to escape, and his Majin Mark is able to fade away as well. So, X is able to join the Sea Fighters, and together with their most powerful beam attacks, Sonic.exe's magic, and Piccolo's smart ability of thinking, they're able to completely vaporize Boo, killing him once and for all. And just like that, they're able to celebrate. Now, the battle gods will play out the same, which Bears will take interest in X abilities and powers, interested in Tails' doll, telekinesis or powers that floats around and stuff. And yeah, pretty much he likes Earth, and he won't get mad about the pudding instance since Boo's dead. As for Frieza, he will get resurrected, but he will also need to find a new ally since he heard that there's this hedgehog who is finally a friendly fighter. So after a little searching, he's able to find an interesting planet known as Fampa. He's able to recruit Broly, but he feels like this ain't enough, so he searched more and more until eventually he found one person he could trust. One person is a little too excited. So after taking this warrior or whatever this creature is, it's annoying. He flies to Earth, now confident. He also trains a lot originally, so now he's able to master his golden form. Eventually, they're able to arrive on Earth with all the Sea Fighters going in, and the only person who's training in Beerus' planet will be Goku and Vegeta. X, this whole time, he was trying to find something that he could transform, something similar to the Saiyans. So after using the Dragon Balls, yes, he's allowed to use it now, Shenron was able to tell him that there are these gems that will help him to transform. And of course, Sonic already knows what he's talking about. So he's able to enter the game world that he came out from. And he's able to collect all the Chaos Emeralds, taking them with him to the Dragon Ball world. And he knows that if he used them, they would fade away. However, at least they'll fade away and go around the Earth. So he's not worried. He's able to work this out. And he will only use it if he really needed to. For secret weapons or a secret attack. And it's the perfect time for him to use it because Golden Frieza arrives with Broly and Pinkie Pie. Well, why I'm her? Well, I'm not just ordinary Pinkie Pie, but the crazy version of her. So yeah, this crazy little pony is hungry for blood here. Everyone able to arrive, and they begin to have a big war, which X is able to fight Pinkie Pie. Gohan, who's training a lot and was more motivated thanks to X and Sonic.exe, he's still able to get the ultimate form since he's able to contact Shin somehow, and he's able to keep up with Broly, and Piccolo able to join him too. As for Frieza, he's just waiting until Goku arrives, but because of X, Pinkie Pie, Broly, Gohan, and Piccolo battle, Goku is able to instant transmission to Earth with Vegeta, and their battle play is the same. Nothing changes, but we're not going to cover Frieza battle. We're going to be covering the other battles. X is able to keep up with Pinkie Pie, but Pinkie Pie's crazy movements and abilities she has is tripping Sonic up. However, Sonic.exe have a trick on his sleeve. He shows her the Chaos Emeralds, all 7 of them, and he transforms to Super Sonic, or Super X, I like to call it. And X is able to one-shot her with ease. And then he joins in with Broly, and all 3 of them able to overwhelm Broly and knock him out. X was about to kill him, but however, Gohan stops him, seeing good in the sand. However, Paragus needs to go. Like, not just dead, just needs to leave, since he's a bad father, just want to kill him. But they're able to work it out and make him stay on Earth and make sure that Vegeta is not the one to be playing with, since King Vegeta's dead years ago and Vegeta has nothing to do with it. So yeah, Paragus is now going to stay with Earth with Broly. Pinkie Pie is just dead, and Frieza is just dead as well, since Sonic.exe is able to stop Frieza before he has a chance of blowing up Earth. And pretty much, yeah, Frieza's just dead. Now we get to the Universe 6 tournament, and I feel like Majin Buu will probably be replaced by either Broly or X, but I feel like most likely it's going to be X, if anything. So I would say nothing changes about arc at all, but I feel like X will probably just fight Hit and is able to trip Hit up because hey, he could also do that too. He could trick Hit up by using illusions, even spin dashing around and outspeeding him. And yeah, he would probably win, but what about Samasu? Will he still X body? Well, no, because if anything, Sonic.exe doesn't really use any god forms or god energy, but he is annoyed when he said he called himself a god, but that would piss him off. But not a point that he's going to steal his body. Besides, it'd be a little weird to steal a hedgehog's body. Ugh. You don't want to become an actual animal, but he's still going to steal Goku's black body, however, because the Saiyans show great potential. And yeah, I haven't covered Trunks yet, but I will say that since Trunks saw X was changing slowly, he decided that he will try to do the same in his timeline. And to be honest, he's able to somewhat succeed. Like, he's able to overpower him greatly, learning his illusions and stuff like that. And yeah, he's able to convince him to not do anything bad, teaching everything. But of course, since he's too late for that, he'll at least try, he said. But he's not making any promises. But he still said as long as he's entertained, he will spare the Earth. As for the other killers just as the only killer survivors be like Nina and Jeff. And since Goku's dead, they're already satisfied, but they're also a little bit pissed off that most of the people here are dead, which Trunks will actually try to convince them to join the good side. It's a hard work to do, but they're able to get them to join him. And they actually will train together too, with Jeff and Nina learning energy key. And Sonic.exe will also join in too, which means that now we have 4 protector heroes. As for Majin Buu, yeah, Bobbity and Deborah are not getting anywhere at all. So unfortunately for them, Goku Black arrives. However, there's no need to cover that because X and Trunks training will help a lot. And since X able to find the Kid Emerald much earlier in Trunks' timeline, he's able to transform into Super X and able to pummel Goku Black, torturing him and tormenting him, driving him to insanity, and then finishing the Saiyan off by just, spin dashing his head, exploding him. Zamasu will appear, being angry and disgusted by this creature's violent nature. He attacks X. However, X will easily cut him in half, but only for someone to regenerate, which just catch X by surprise. But hey, this means he could torture this guy endlessly. So he actually grabs Zamasu and tells Trunks that he will be leaving Earth forever since he finally found a new playmate that he will never get born. Zamasu actually begins to feel fear. Sonic.exe laughs, dragging Zamasu into his game, where Zamasu will be trapped there forever with Sonic.exe. Yup, a terrifying torture device for Zamasu. Good for him, not that guy. The entire Goku Black arc has been avoided thanks to X dragging him to Zamasu's own eternal suffering area. So that means Trunks is finally able to build the place in peace with Nina on his side and Mai. Yeah, Nina is pretty sad and depressed that Jeff was killed by Goku Black, but at least she's able to stay with Trunks, at least see Trunks as her new friend. But of course Trunks has feelings with Mai, which Nina's not jealous of, since her only one to love is Jeff. Well, sad for her. She's just another Jeff the Killer ripoff. At least she will keep his legacy. But instead of killing people, she will save people and just only kill the bad people to torture them. For Jeff. Yeah, for Jeff. Now anyway, back to the present timeline. Goku will soon be born. Since he still has the Senno button, he will visit Senno. But however, Senno actually visited him and he asks Goku about the tournament, which Goku agrees. Everyone's just pissed off by that. And just because of that, they had to collect 10 members. Now, this is easy to cover because underneath the cover, where did Goku get teammates from? The entrance was Super 5, Krillin and Su gets married, and the whole team will put the same, except that Frieza and Buu will be replaced by X. Or, if anything, they could also replace Roshi with Tails Doll, if anything. But I feel like Tails Doll will stay on Earth to protect it, to make sure that there's no other enemies come in. So we'll actually cover the tournament power right away. As Sonic.exe, he decided that he's going to get his own ultimate form. So the Okai is able to unlock Sonic.exe's ultimate and potential. So this means that Sonic.exe will be even more powerful. And just like that, the tournament will begin. And nothing plays out the same. Almost every person is the same. It's just that X will play the role like Frieza, like observing the battles, but also having fun with other people. Just tormenting them and just beating them up and just launching them out of the ring. He's not used to not killing people, but it's fine. At least he's having some fun and entertainment. This German guy does interest him, including this mustache guy. Something's in him is hiding something. Sonic.exe will actually want to fight Toppo first since he is the most intriguing one of all. Well, yeah, there's Jiren, but there's something else about Toppo, something deep inside of him, something destructive. He wants to drag that out. Before he gets a chance to attack Toppo, he suddenly turns around, seeing KO in a blind rage, and starts firing multiple key blasts everywhere. And of course, the tournament will become a rubble arena, which Jiren is able to one-shot KO off the ring. And just like that, the puzzle is the same. And of course, Goku will still fight Jiren, gets Omen, but Sonic.exe came in to Goku and actually heals him. He was very impressed by Goku's power. He actually wanted to get that power himself too. He wonders if he could do it. he needs to train with Whis someday after the tournament. So after giving Goku some energy, Sonic speeds off away, and until X able to come across Turbo, finally some alone time. He charges at Turbo, tormenting him and making him suffer to bring that power out of him, and it does work. But he doesn't expect it to be this potent. Turbo has transformed to a God Destruction mode, and he did the same thing to Sonic.exe. He started to torment him and just throw him around. And before he's able to knock up the ring, Vegeta steps in. And Vegeta has stepped in pretty much earlier. And since he doesn't have Super Saiyan Blue Evolution yet, he's getting tossed around by Turbo easily. Like, even worse. But however, this does push his limits to unlocking Super Saiyan Blue Evolution. And then he's able to defeat Turbo pretty early too. Sonic.exe was annoyed that Vegeta stole his prey. But, oh well, at least he did get a taste of Turbo's power. And he is satisfied. He is pretty satisfied. The second time, Goku will show off Ultra Instinct, which Sonic.exe wants to know more about the form. So he's actually learning and admiring it. Like, this transformation is so good, he needs it on his hands. The rest of the fight will put it the same, which Sonic.exe will take on Frieza's role, but he doesn't knock out Kappa because he has no reason to. But of course, he is alone, so he does play with him a little bit until knocks him out of the ring. Now and also fight will put it the same. Sonic.exe will actually fight Dispo alone since he's also pretty fast, and the two have this speed off battle. However, Sonic.exe will put out the win and able to speed blitz Dispo before he gets a chance to use his light speed mode. As for Turbo, he's already been got rid of, so that means Goku, Vegeta, Gohan, Android 17, and X will begin to gang up on Jiren. And since Goku and Vegeta are actually much stronger than Kennen, because Sonic.exe just inspire him and just give them more motivation to train. Gohan also gets more motivation to train as well. Android 17 is just the same strength, but he's pretty powerful. And X is actually stronger than Golden Frieza since he's now have his own ultimate form. And because of that, being 5v1 against Jiren has no way of winning because the Sonic.exe illusions are pretty much annoying. Same thing with Android 17's barriers, and Gohan, Vegeta, and Goku would just beat up him. And because of that, Jiren was able to knock out before he gets a chance to power up even further. So this means the tournament power is over. They will still wish everyone back to life. And for the Broly movie, there's no reason to because Broly's already on Earth and Frieza's never resurrected for the third time. So this means we get to the Mora arc. However, Sonic.exe will just simply defeat him when they first arrive on Namek because X will just torment the Goat Man after discovering his energy absorption. He will most likely just end the battle quickly and just easily just slice him in half by spin dashing him. As for the Granola arc, we don't know what will happen there, but there is one more threat out there, and that is being Salgo. And he's been watching their battle for a long time, and now he is ready to strike back. But if this video gets 20 likes, I'll continue the Salgo saga, because I have big plans for him, and this will be a pretty interesting battle. So, what do you think? Do you like this Halloween special? Do you like it? Do you hate it? It's a joke, what if? But it's a Halloween special, so I could pretty much do crazy imagined ideas, and this is the only idea that pops out my head. So yeah, thanks for watching. See you guys next time. Bye. Happy Halloween.